Welcome back, everybody, to the DPFL Season 10 of Finals, as this is Alex Spellman going up against Danny Trueman here for the Premier League Finals. I'm looking forward to seeing this one, as this should be an interesting showing from both these players to have a lot of excitement going on between these guys. We saw Alex Spellman earlier in the season have a pretty substantially solid performance. Danny Trueman, it's going to be my first look at his game here. Of course, he's going to be looking to put on quite the performance. So let's know who you're cheering for and who you got in this one, which should be another great night of DPFL action. And it's the finals, folks. That's what you've been playing the whole season for. You expect the best of the best from these guys.
140.
So you do get a 140 there from Spellman to get things kicked off for 6 starts of high-scoring action. Danny, obviously that 11, just was ready to get amped up and going. You can see he is not going to stay as an 11 here. It's been a lot of fun commentating a lot of darts lately. Last time I saw and commentated Alex Spellman was at the Las Vegas Open 2 weeks ago, where he had a pretty solid performance, start off his weekend in style with the ADO National Championship.
$58.
Trueman with the darts here at 150. It's on for the shot. Doesn't get it on the second dart there. So now Alex Spellman with a 128 kind of needs this 15 to go, as again Danny, despite throwing an 11, has been absolutely heating up throughout the rest of this bout. Oh, but Alex Spellman's going to get a dart. And nails the 128 to get things going here, folks. Welcome to the Premier League Playoff Finals. Nice solid 15 darter to get things set with a good precedence there. It's going to be that first of 13 legs, so it's going to be a long format. Strap in. Let's see how this one transpires. Of course, very curious to see how Danny Trueman is going to perform. He did have a bye going into this. He was the number 2 seed. Alex Spellman was like the number 1 seed. And then afterwards, Danny went on to win a 12-5 match against Jim Wood in the quarterfinals. In the semis, a 12-9 win over Benjamin Preimer, and now on to Alex. Alex Spellman, on the other hand, had a first-round matchup in the top 16 with a 12-7 win over Bob McCoy, a 12-6 win over Leonard Gates, and 12-8 win over Alan Traub. So the man seems like he does not want to be denied, but neither do either one of these guys.
$100.
And it is the finals, folks. This is what it all comes down to, as I do believe we're also going to be getting the finals after this for Division 3, which should be Zach Nielsen and Edgar Lane in that one. That will be roughly after this match, about an hour from now. We should be getting that one going.
95.
Spellman out in front after 12 in close pursuit, as Danny now goes ahead and takes those reins back, but will have to fade the 146 from Spellman. He will do so.
98.
Good last start there from Spellman, but now the 127 has an opportunity for Trueman. It's going to be a good opportunity at that. Misses the big number, so will not get a dart.
71.
Very unfortunate there, is Alex now 48 will get 2 darts at tops. Over to the 10.
Wow. 28.
Well outside on the last, you can see by his reaction, the wow was very genuine there from Alex. So now 2 darts at tops for Danny. But does take it with no hesitation. So here we go, 1-1 in this matchup, and Danny to go ahead and get things going here. So break after break, and both these guys are really showing that we got some fired up darts, as we almost got a Larry Butler from Trueman. It's 26 the hard way. Got Lisa, Harry, and Douglas all tuning in alongside a bunch of others. So I do appreciate each and every one of you guys hanging out and talking with us here as we do get our first 180 of the matchup from Alex Spellman. First of what I presume to be at least a couple, if not many. Harry's saying the traveling champ. What's up, Nick Teixeira? Well, hey, how's it going, sir? I'm just happy to be home. This travel nonsense of going around to different states 4 weekends in a row.
81.
I love every bit of it. But God, I need a brain reset every now and again because it is mentally taxing to be on the road that much, but in the best kind of way.
30.
And definitely a lax leg here from Trueman. Only at 388 after 9.
100.
And Alex just sees up the 140 for the win. Douglas saying, what do I think the over under for 180s is? That's actually a great question there. I mean, we saw a lot in Division 1. But I would have to say I would have to look at the stats for the season. But I think the over under has to be, we're already at 1 in and there's a race to 13. Assuming the match is fairly
100.
contested, gonna put the line right at around 8, maybe 7. This will be number 2 right here. Oh, on the other side of the wire from Danny. Mike Tieske saying, my man Nick, Alex streaming photo he put in today looks frightening. He looks, I mean, Alex is one of the meanest looking nice people I think I've ever met, as Alex does get that 13 dart leg for him. 2-1 lead. Sean's in the chat on YouTube saying, let's go, Danny. Finally watching the Scots on the USA Darts. Let's go, Scotland. Hello, hello, hello. Tieske, I believe you're in the same division group as Mr. Will Stewart this go around, if I'm not mistaken. If so, please win. So far, early signs of this matchup definitely are pointing towards the distance. The average discrepancy there is kind of irrelevant because Danny just wasn't really in it the last leg. But that being said, he was more so just trying to recollect. And it seems like when he's firing, he's really firing. So it's going to be hard to say. I mean, how do you bet against Alex Spellman? But at the same time, Danny Trueman has gotten to this point for a reason. And he's won against some great opponents along the way, excuse me. You play Will tomorrow? So, all right, Tieske. I'll give you $5 if you beat him.
70.
Spellman trying to tee up here.
180.
Second 180 of the match. Second one by Alex Spellman. Gets down to 86. Trueman. Mike, is that in? I don't think so.
77.
Yeah, 77 there. I was like, that dart looked like it could have been in. So 86 now for Spellman.
What is that? That is a single.
I like that he announced that it was a single because I could not tell either. Should have a dart at the bull.
That is a triple.
Oh, that is a triple. There you go. 72 scored. Pens it. Appreciate the commentary from Alex Spellman there to help us out on the spotting.
I was hitting like just the right spots. I couldn't tell what the hell I was hitting.
I know it looked right. I couldn't tell if it in or not.
That's a 3-1 win so far, or 3-1 jump, excuse me. With Alex Spellman Again, early signs pointing towards a close matchup, though. I don't think Danny's out of this by any means here. A lot of people cheering on Danny in the chat, it seems. Douglas saying, I play my first DPFL match tonight. I'm excited. Well, hey, I'm playing my first one later this week. I'm excited. My first time ever playing in DPFL. I figured if I was going to stream it, I better play it. And, I figured I have to play D1, even though I probably should be playing at D2. Let's be real.
45.
Yeah, we have pretty much the whole USA Darts crew joining it, or at least a fair subsection of it. No Sean Green, unfortunately, but we got Jen Mounts in the women's division, and then you got Will and I in Division 1. My goal is just to not average below 60, because it's been a rough struggle bus for me. If I can get above a 65 to a 70, that's great, but honestly, I haven't played a long format Steel League in some time, and I've been playing every day. And right now, I can tell you about a 60 feels about right.
56.
So a little low, but we'll see. I like the challenge. Oh, here we go. Danny. He said, I don't care about your 180 line. I'm going to go for the smarter shot. Finds a 177 there to leave the Shanghai, putting Alex Spellman under some pressure to try to respond. Alex will be on a finish.
134.
And it's going to be a good one at that. Should have a dart at tops. Looks like that's in. Oh, under the wire. So now 94 for Alex Spellman. For a 4-1 jump. Now, this would be a pretty substantial break a throw right here. I think that's in too. Double top. Can use that dart to his advantage. Yeah, he absolutely took advantage of that dart. Well thrown. 4-1 jump here. Alex Spellman definitely on a little bit of a heater early on, and Danny not really far behind on the average side of things, but with a 3-leg separation and a big break of throw there, we'll see how this continues to develop. Keith Jackson saying, I'm still undecided about live event 4. Well, what are you undecided about? It's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, and it's going to be than ever. There's nothing to think about there. Just do it. Do it now. And Edgar saying, Nick, nice to hear your voice. Welcome to season 11. Thank you, Edgar. Always check in on your nephew,
100.
Ethan DeVera. Whenever I see him at a tournament, usually kicking people's butts on the dartboard. See, Keith, you're putting in the dollar signs, but I think that's just as much a reason to go. There's $125,000 guaranteed DPFL live event 4. I'm not even sponsored to promote that or anything anymore or less. I just legitimately if you are a steel tip player in North America or even internationally, it's kind of a no-brainer. Assuming you can get the time off of work and no family restrictions, absolutely you should be doing that. It's going to be big money. It's going to be a lot of things to watch, a lot of things to play, and a lot of people to meet. Spellman's going to be able to tee up the 166.
134.
No real weak signs in Alex Spellman's game right now. I can tell you that much. Danny, frankly, after the first couple of legs, has not gotten many opportunities at doubles. For a 13 dart, hold a throw. Now 14 dart over to the 8.
Second dart.
5-1 jump. Randy's saying, I've made plans to attend all the live events and something's gotten in the way every time. Well, personally, if work gets in the way or family, just give them my phone number. I will lie and you'll be able to go. All right. It's a classic get out of school free. Yeah, that's for sure. My mom or dad on the phone, do one of those, but with me, I'll pretend that there's some kind of other emergency for you to not have to worry about the first emergency. That's the secret right there. Do appreciate all you guys giving the love and support across all of our different streaming platforms.
$59.
That's confusing. Someone joined the Discord randomly and then left. Not exactly sure who that was. Definitely a slowdown leg for both these players. Not quite to the same firepower we were in previous legs.
59.
This is definitely a must-win leg for Danny. Alex absolutely not firing the same way he just was. It's a big confidence booster, brings it down to a 3-leg deficit. Leaves 164, so we'll have the first opportunity.
$58.
So does not need to go for the bull, will not get the opportunity to do so. You can see with Danny's darts, they pitch up to a pretty high angle there, so they definitely cover the overhead. Still gets a dart at the bull, by the way, and pins it.
Jesus. 41.
Good shot there from Danny. Does take it down. Absolutely pins it there. So this is a good momentum shifter, right? Alex cooled off. Danny got the leg on the board, and now he just needs to take that momentum and start moving with it a little bit here.
100.
Alex Spellman in season 10, by the way. This includes all the different events here. So let's go ahead and actually look at the Premier League round robin. Alex Spellman in that round robin has been averaging an 83.54 for the season and has a first 9 of 92. So 83 is kind of that target line, but again, it's longer format and sometimes it's easier to lose focus to an extent, so I wouldn't exactly qualify that as just normal gear that you would see, and that's kind of what you'll see for some of these players. They either get better because the format's longer and they get more time to get comfortable, or vice versa. Sometimes there's breakaways early on in the match that make you not press as hard as you should be pressing. But Alex Spellman has only one loss on the season, and that's against Jim Wood in week 2. Otherwise perfect on the season with 25 180s, 127 140s, and 344 100 pluses. So pretty good season on him. Danny Trueman, by the way, not far behind, 82.27 average on the season there. Had 0 losses in his bracket with only 1 draw in the second to last week of the season against Perry. Has 27 180s on the season, so 2 more than Spellman, but only 103 140s and 286 100s. So Spellman does take that 6-2 advantage now. He's almost halfway there as he gets through this one. First to 13.
$58.
How many of you guys watching here are currently in season 11? Let me know. Put a little hand emoji. Let us know in chat right now. Are you in season 11? And if so, good luck. And if you're not, Well, why not? I signed up, and I'm literally on the road like half the year. I haven't really thought about that problem
140.
yet, but we'll get there. Spellman trying to stay in close pursuit as Danny Trueman's off after 6 good darts to start things going, and he's going to keep that going.
95.
An unfortunate 95, as that looked like it could have been a lot more. So I was playing for the 133 there. 133 to leave 01 at 70. Needed 7 on the 19s. Hit 3. So Danny will be the first one out to finish now.
Oh, okay.
Alex going to try to put pressure on the 81. Going to try to maintain that lead as much as he can. Does leave the 146, but 81 has a chance to go here. Bullseye for Danny. Outside.
Try 25 left.
Was a good look at it, but didn't quite get there. 146, that was the opportunity. And that first start sails away for Alex. So Danny will be back at the board. I see Fubar, Doug, Jason, Tim in the chat, all shaking their hands saying we're in the next season. I believe that's Solomon chat saying I'm going to have my office ready by next season. Love it. Yeah, it was in on the second dart there. So still 3 leg difference between these gentlemen. Michael in chat saying, is there another match to stream tonight? There is. After this match, we will have the Division 3 finals, if I'm not mistaken here. So I should have D3 finals that will be at 8 p.m. Eastern, give or take. Barring this one bleeding over into that start time, then it would be immediately after this one. There should be a good 20-minute break or so, just given on the pace of play for these guys. They are cruising. Although Slack in the 180s, I believe I said the line was around 7 or 8. I could remember if I picked an exact number. So we'll put 7.5. We're at the under right now with only 2 hits. The power scoring slowed down, but the consistent finishing has been the note. I say that as Alex Spellman hits back-to-back 140s. We were saying played in season 9, was injured for season 10, made it back for season 11. I have no excuse. I should have been playing honestly, the last 5 or 6 seasons. But I like to take this moment while we have all you guys tuning in here. Remember a couple of months ago when we didn't even know if there was ever going to be DPFL again, let alone the actual season 10 restart and then going into season 11 and live event 4. Big shout out to the admins and owners of DPFL for kind of turning things around when it looked like the ship was sinking. Because frankly, I didn't expect to be here tonight. I don't know if these players knew that they were going to have the opportunity to be here again, just the way things were looking. And I'm happy to see that that's not the case and things are going better than ever. Even if I am going to donate my money to last place in my group because your boy's struggling a little bit right now, and D1's a tall task. Is Alex Spellman. The dart was a little too good of a marker. It kicked over top of it. He has to move to the side now. No, catches to the same area. 158's an outside opportunity, but this would be a massive break of throw. It won't be the case this time.
44.
Oh, outside. Needs to work in on that dart. Does do so. 6 legs away for Alex Spellman. 10 legs away for Danny. To kind of put that in perspective here. The finish line feels far away still for either one of these players. If you're Danny, you're just thinking, okay, I just need to catch a heater here. Because honestly, Danny's performance has been just very solid, but hasn't had any big back-to-back breakout turns here to really make a big difference maker outside of a few passing moments there.
58.
$42.
42 there on the turn for Trueman. Alex looks like he's rocking those
85.
one more fusions on the back of his dart. Did do a little bit of testing with the different flight systems myself last year. Did 1 month of each different one-piece system.
Come on. 85.
You hear the come on there. He's feeling a little bit of frustration into that moment. He knows that he's letting off the gas, but Danny in a turn like this needs to be capitalizing, and he knows that feeling some frustration there. Not able to set up from 2-3-4. Alex immediately popping over to the 18s.
Jesus. 43.
In a leg where I feel like Danny must win here. Got to stop the bleed and try to get multiple legs on the spin, not just one. Want a little bit more on it, but does get to 2 dart range.
60.
Bare minimum there from Alex Spellman. So more than likely 6 darts for 93. Good signs here for Danny Trueman. Just a setup turn there that doesn't get all the way set up. Both of these players are going to be frustrated with this leg.
55.
Pretty consistently been finding these in 15 to 18 darts. 2 darts at double top. That dart looked like it kicked up. He has to move to the side over to the 15.
30.
Doesn't go, and Alex Spellman somehow still in the leg. Can he best his own frustrations in this moment? He will get a dart.
Third dart.
Allen.
Not sure what happened to the scoreboard there.
Sorry, hold on a second. I had to take control of the match again. Sorry, one second.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what that I'm scoring isn't.
There we go. Got it all fixed up there. So 8-3, and Alex Spellman does punish Danny Trueman, who doesn't collect at the end of that leg.
$100.
5 legs away. Danny needs to just find momentum. When you're in a situation like this, right? You know, it sounds silly to say, but all you're thinking is, okay, what can I do right now to make myself feel the most comfortable in what is clearly an uncomfortable situation? 5 legs away from your opponent. Your opponent's 5 legs away from the win. All I'm thinking about is anything but that. I'm looking and just down to the fundamentals. I'm trying to reset myself because it's easy to start getting frustrated when you're not firing the way you want to, or you are firing the way you want to, but you know you need more juice on it. In either case, he knows the situation here, and the only thing he needs to be doing is trying to forget about the situation here. Danny Trueman trying to throw on through.
59.
Another 100 scoring round there for Danny. Keeping himself in the leg right behind Alex Spellman.
100.
Alex has picked up his scoring again on a finish after 12. 85 there on the turn, 6 clear for 157. How well will Alex Spellman be able to set it up in this given instance?
Jesus. 78 or 88.
Do you think there's a sense of irony to say Jesus when missing the dart instead of saying Anubis if you are Alex Spellman?
84.
Good shot there from Danny Trueman to challenge the funny number from Alex Spellman. Alex only get one dart at tops.
29.
So Danny Trueman, here's your opportunity right here. Single 16 for double 16. And it goes inside. Now this is where it's dangerous. 3 clear for the Jackal. Over to the 15. Working on that dart. That's a good dart for him.
10.
Doesn't quite get there. Needs to walk through this door. Danny Trueman. Looks like that's in. Yeah, it is. So good shot there from Danny Trueman. Stops the bleed. Gets himself reset. And now we're on to a new leg. Play it one at a time here. See what you can do. Beautiful 137.
180.
It's our third one of the night. Alex Feldman's hit all 3 of them. Of course, 177 for Danny Trueman as well, though.
90.
Some class scoring from both these guys. Alex is off to the races. You don't get any boos. You only missed after you have to hit 5 of 6 starts on the 9 for me to boo ya. So that's a good shot there. 131 for 190 after 6. On for a 12 dart leg against the darts. And Danny is on for a pretty solid leg himself, on for the 15.
100.
So Alex will have the first look at a finish. 171 needs to get brought on down. Did Danny hit a 180? I could be wrong, Jordan.
32.
Oh, wow. That's an absolute door opener. We'll get a dart at double, but doesn't take it there. Corey Singh was on for the 10 dart leg. Yeah, he was on there for a minute. Some frustrations here from Danny. Just having trouble towards the end of these legs. It's scoring just fine, but it was just that one round of 32 that gave the 139 is a very tough shot no matter what position you're in. And Alex Feldman takes it there. 4 legs away now and 5 legs of separation again. Danny has not been able to recover any of the lost ground, but he's absolutely been in majority of these legs, barring one real slow one. It's just been a couple of missed opportunities.
45.
Good shot there from Danny. Starts getting that momentum early on. You just need to keep these legs rolling.
96.
I'm curious to see how 2025 will treat Alex Spellman to get that ADO national title win. Trying to look for a couple more titles this go around. Did not get the same results in the WDF events that he played in out there in Las Vegas. I do know I have a lot of fans of Danny in the chat. I'm not as familiar with Danny Trueman. If chat has any fun facts or history about the player, please let me know. Or about either one, especially if I haven't said it about Alex.
Jesus.
Do you think Alex is
51.
playing in the Carolina Open this weekend, which is a pretty unique tournament format? I actually thought about going up myself.
Oh, no.
59.
Can you get over top of those darts? And you can see Danny kicks it between them. It's very hard with the way his darts kind of kick up a little bit to find the trip 20 on the last to leave the 170, which was the goal of the turn. Spellman in pursuit.
96.
Great shot there. This is setup duty for Danny Trueman.
47.
72 opportunity now for Danny Trueman. Oh, sails it high. 107 for Alex Spellman, who has hit a couple of big checkouts, including starting off with a 148 on the evening.
Jesus. 47.
And Trueman does get another leg on the board. Good shot there from Danny. And here we go, kicking off another good leg of darts here. Thought he was going to get all of them for a second. Good shot. Finds the 140 to get things. Start off on the right note. Just needs to get a couple legs in a row on the board. All of a sudden you have a different match.
60.
Both these players are in the Premier Division once again for season 11. Looks like in this group right here, Alex Spellman's group is also featuring Al Traub, Bob Bimis, Marco D,
91.
Jason Brandon, Alex Spellman, Chris M, Jason Bagnell, Sudesh Fitzgerald, Jim Wood, and John Steinhofer. And in Danny Trueman's group, we do looks like, yeah, we got another 180. So hold on. The line of 7.5 might get crossed. In that other premier group, Ryan Brogan, Stephen Kirkarian, Jimmy Jones,
54.
Brian Garland, Shane Patrick, Kevin Lane, Danny Trueman, Christian Andrews, John Schumann, and Gary Mawson. 41 does get 3 clear on the return here for double top.
$180.
And we do get another 180 on the matchup. Alex Spellman firing away just to put pressure, but expect it to go. The first start goes awry. Over to the 16. Doesn't happen. And that 180 to lead the 116 has an opportunity to be of substance. Kind of an awkward dart to get under. Yeah, he couldn't get there. 76 for 40 was the shot.
56.
3 clear now for Danny Trueman. Big shot here. Needs to collect. Does do so. Fubar saying, I'm actually helping run the Carolina Open. You should come on up. I really want to. I assure you I do. But, and I don't get to play very often, which is why it's exciting. But to be gone for a 5th weekend on the road is kind of tough. I don't know. I've been gone. I started off the last month in Houston. then straight to Las Vegas, straight to Columbus, Ohio, and then straight to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Just got back home last night. So maybe, but no guarantees. Jax Barlett in the chat talking about his partner Jimmy Jones that he played with in New Orleans. I appreciate all you guys hanging out, commenting along with us here. Good correction on the second dart for Alex.
125.
And the third dart as well. Snuck it right behind that dart. But here comes Danny. Looks like, yeah, it does find the 180. I believe that's our 6-1 for the match. The line was at 7.5. Maybe that's too conservative.
115.
Alex does good on the setup turn. Danny needs to put the outside opportunity into play, though. Now 61 for Alex Spellman for a 15 dart hole to throw. It's on.
Second dart.
And takes it. So 3 legs away for the Jackal. Trueman needs to try to separate or remove the separation, from the 4-leg differential they're at. He's definitely heating up, though. Danny is playing significantly better these last couple legs than where he started, and it is showing that he wants to take advantage of these opportunities that are not very frequent from Alex. But here looks to be one early on, as that's a dart on the floor. Richard Lewis saying, how do I join DPFL? DPFLdarts.com is where you'll be able to find out information about that. I'll go ahead and get that link in chat. Season 11 just got underway, so you just missed season 11, but they run daily events and nightly events, for DPFL with all different kinds of people and prize money. And of course, you can play in multiple events to try to earn your way into the bonus pool and get your way continued on up to try to earn more money if you plan on going to a live event for $125,000 in that live event.
$180.
Does get another 180, but Danny at 81 might be a fruitless effort. 2 darts now at the double. Can work in on that one. Doesn't pin it, so 144. Outside opportunity for Spellman on this leg. Well, hold on a minute. 84. Does get a dart. Alex Spellman doesn't check it. It looks like it might have gone for a second, but doesn't quite get there. Danny Trueman now on the return. Looking for the red bit. And does drill it this go. So back to a 3-leg separation between the players. 3 legs away from Alex Spellman. This has been the range that Danny has not been able to get past since it started. He has never been closer than 3 legs to Alex Spellman after that first 4-1 separation. Chazzy and Chet saying, is the Carolina Open the same as Ghost on the Coast? No, those are different tournaments. If you look up Carolina Open on Facebook, it actually pops right on up, as it is this upcoming weekend, Saturday, Sunday. It's a round robin day 1 into day 2, where you can either play in the main if you were in the top half, or the second chance if you were in the bottom half, including a couple blind draws, it looks like. Good shot there from Danny Trueman. Finds another 180. Again, Danny has played incredible these last 5 or so legs. He's forcing Alex to pick it back up because Alex was on the gas pedal, kind of eased off. Then they both found themselves in the same range, and now they've both been increasing throughout this. You can see that average spread, though, was around 10 points of separation earlier. Only 3 points of separation now, give or take. Danny Trueman does well on the 164 leave to help challenge the
105.
potential 15 darter. Can't tell if those are in. The wire's blurry. Don't think it is. Yeah, it was not. So just tease up there. Good shot from Danny. 80 now from Alex Spellman. Was going top, so we'll only get one dart now. At the 10.
Jesus Christ, dude. 70.
Again, very questionable to bring the words of Jesus in when you are Mr. Anubis. You would think you'd be talking about Anubis or Jackal of some kind, but I do like it, as it is now only to a 2 legs of separation between these players. Danny Trueman finally breaking the curse from early on in this matchup. Alex Spellman gets his darts taken away from him, and all of a sudden this is a completely different matchup than we were talking about earlier, where it was a 5-leg separation between these players, or 4-leg, between these players.
135.
$87.
Alex well in front after 6. Trying to power through Danny's throw. Does not want to have Danny hold and bring this down to a 1-leg difference between the 2
84.
players. No way for Danny to get to that finish now.
96.
So now Alex will be the first one at an out. How good of an out will it be? It seems like it's going to be in good form. 80 on the score so far. Leaves 87
100.
for the return. Danny Trueman back on putting the pressure on duty. Something he's been very well about against Alex, pressuring when Alex has beat him to the finish area of the game.
180.
And hits a 180 to prove that point. 87 now is under attack for Alex Spellman. 20 for the bullseye. Just 25 on the last. So 48 for a hold of throw that almost feels like a break and is almost as impactful as a break for Danny Trueman. 2 darts, a double top. Took a long time on that second dart. Over to the 10. I think that slashed down to the 15 there.
43.
Yeah, it was 43 scored. Alex with another chance.
Second dart.
And does get on the second dart there. I won't say that's the end of the match by any means for Danny Trueman, because his momentum is still absolutely picking up and up and up. But the same problem still arises, is that 1-leg separation is massive because it's 3 legs between them again.
96.
Alex Spellman only needs 2 more legs to win this matchup, and he gets to hold his throw here.
$86.
I'm thoroughly impressed with Danny Trueman. Clearly understandable how he made it to this premier final.
94.
Both these guys on the regular season having hardly a separation in average between the two. The only real stat line differential between them is that Spellman has a little bit higher range on the 140s, it seems, this go around. Danny did have more 180s though at 27 to his 25.
60.
Danny continuing to attack. Does find a 1-3-4 there to still keep it up with Alex and keep it relatively chalk in this leg. It was starting to drift away a little bit.
137.
Beautiful last start by Alex Spellman to answer right on back. Ton plus falls ton plus. And he needs to leave a finish on this go. And doesn't do so. Six clear for Alex Spellman at 1-14. Under the wire.
98.
Yeah, good setup duty from Alex and no immediate pressure from Danny, who was unfortunate enough to not to get to a finish on this go. Does hit the 140 to leave 40, but Alex hasn't missed 3 clear more than one time this match, if I'm not mistaken. Can use that second dart.
Third dart.
Yeah, I was going to say that had to have gone in. That looked like a perfect marker and a perfect play on the marker. Beautiful shot there from the Jackal, who was 1 leg away from getting the win here. 5 legs away from Danny Trueman. I think the match just early on, he wasn't on all cylinders and it kind of got away from him a little bit there. Because the Danny we've been seeing these last couple of legs, thoroughly impressive. He's been raising his match average, while vice versa, Alex started off red hot and kind of lowered it to right around this 90 range. It has not really left it. I do appreciate the over 250 plus you watching across all of our different streaming platforms. Make sure to give us a follow. Go over to dpfldarts.com, and of course, thank you to the show sponsors Shot Darts and Florida Commercial Care for everything that they do to make sure that DPFL keeps moving along. Alex still finding success on that
100.
treble bed. It's been treating him pretty well. Danny's kind of been a little bit of feast or famine. He's been getting some big collects in there, and that was a great correction. 140 leave 160 on for a 12 dart hold a throw. Not much Alex can do in this situation. Still going to make sure to get himself a shot in the leg at some point.
100.
161 does accomplish that. 160. Oh, second dart sailed away for Danny. 80 there could have hurt a lot more given that first dart. 161 for Alex Spellman now. Will just be used as a setup turn to pressure.
99.
Two darts at it for Danny. Over to the 5. Has to go. Does go for Danny Trueman to keep this match alive. Still has to get himself settled and now has the taller task of breaking Alex Spellman's throw. But Danny is now averaging nearly a 90. Alex is averaging nearly a 90. 1 point of separation between these guys.
60.
This is kind of what's been chalked up to be a high octane Premier Division final, folks. Again, Alex finding that first dart and that 20 bet pretty
140.
consistently. 140 there. Danny did have the better end, so just needs to find that consistency, find that 100 scoring round. A treble and some decent misses. 85 keeps him within the running, but not enough to challenge the throw.
$100.
Another solid scoring visit from Alex Spellman. 60, 140, 100. With your own darts, you're going to be happy with that. Even if Alex Spellman's face never looks happy while he's throwing. It's because he's so serious. Good recollect on the second dart there.
130.
And beautiful last dart.
That score's wrong. It should be 94, not 140. Plus hit the 140 button.
I got you. You said 94?
Yeah, 94. Yeah.
Just adjusting the score for Danny there. Good fix. 71 remaining on Alex's return.
$125.
You can hear the frustration in his voice. He thinks he might not be able to come back to the board for that 100. Alex Spellman for the match.
51.
Doesn't go. Double top. He's working on that dart and does do so. Finds the spot in the bed for a break of Alex Spellman's throw. So now, all of a sudden, Danny, if he can just hold his throw, he's still in it. He's still fighting. And he's absolutely firing away to start off this leg. Gets a 140 on the start.
$135.
Does get chased immediately by Alex Spellman there.
$45.
Alex wants to punish the 45. He keeps finding the 5 now on the first dart.
95.
Now, that time only a 95 on the turn. And he just needs to stay collected. He's done a great job throughout this match, despite the circumstance to get to this point.
40.
Gets ahead of Alex. Alex just going to try to leave himself a finish here. Should be able to do so.
101.
Does do so. Leaves the 170. Danny on setup duty. It looks like that's below the wire on the 19.
58.
Yeah, just the 58 on the turn. Alex still needs to swing for this 170 just in case. But 118 is no gimme for Trueman's return here.
58.
Needs to get over that dart. He's moving over on the hockey. Finds 40 after 2. So back to a setup shot.
58.
Spellman didn't do much favors for himself either, though. Only sitting 112 after the 170 attempt. Will not get a dart for the match here.
88.
Danny Trueman, can he keep the run alive? 2 darts at double top. Another good marking dart, but sinks it low.
Boy.
He felt it. You can hear him. He said he felt it. Double 12 now. Alex Spellman to get it done. Be your Premier Division winner.
Second dart.
Well
Ugh. Man, I don't know how I gave you so many. I felt like I was in control most of the match, and you're like one leg away from basically taking it
Yeah,
to.
no, I was chasing it all the way, but I just gave you a bit of a very slow start.
Yeah.
I'll give you like 3 legs. So the head start at the beginning, I just couldn't catch up.
Yeah, I felt like at the beginning my scoring was okay, but my finishing was really good. And then my scoring got better at the back end, but so did yours. So I'm like, I'm playing better, but I'm losing legs. How is this happening right now?
Yeah, I just didn't get back that lead I gave you.
Yeah.
Good game though, Alex. Well done.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm sure I'm sure you weren't upset at starting at 6:30 instead of 8:30 because that'd be what, like 2 in the morning for you, or
Yeah, correct.
almost 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it was a midnight start for me tonight.
Yeah.
Well, good shooting,
Okay,
guys.
well,
We had a lot of fun watching that one all across the YouTube and Facebook chats. We're loving it. So good shooting to both of you. And Danny, I got to give you credit. From the slow start, you fought all the way back in there, and it looked like it was going the distance for a second.
I was hoping I was going to get there, but I just that tops at the end there. I just put my shoulder into it and dragged it down. But
And it wasn't like, I was just giving you those legs. There was 2 legs where I think I shot like a 55 and a 62, but other than those 2, I mean, like I said, you started scoring really well, and I missed 1 dart at a double, and then you take it out, and you just kept chipping away.
yeah, I just need to start trying to keep 3 darts straight. I'm hitting a lot of 85s and 81.
Yeah.
So getting that fun, that'll make all the difference.
Now, if we had played yesterday, you would have kicked my ass. I hadn't played since last Wednesday because, as I'm sure you're aware, sometimes it's very hard to find a place to practice. So,
Yeah.
I didn't throw a dart for almost a week. In my first round yesterday, I shot a 59. So, I wasn't very happy with how I played last night. So I spent most of today correcting that. Unfortunately, it worked out.
It worked out for you.
Ugh.
Well, once again, guys, appreciate you guys playing on the stream here for your final and really being the openers for what's now in a couple of minutes going to be the Division 3 finals on stream. So thanks again, boys. Appreciate you.
Yep, not a problem, man. Thank you, guys. Yep, see you, man.
Alrighty, guys. So what's going to happen here? We're going to cut the feed, get a little reset, and then we'll be live with that Division 3 final. Should be starting in about, well, let's give it about 10 minutes. It'll be live and the match underway. So give us a follow over at USA Darts on Facebook and YouTube and DPFL Darts over on Facebook. And go over to dpfldarts.com, link in chat once again to be able to find out more info. But that will be it for our Premier Division Finals. I'm Nick Teixeira. Don't go far, folks. We'll be live in just a few minutes with some more action.